Hey everyone, this is J7JS bringing you my support abilities tier list video. So just like with the reaction one, I'm going to be ranking these based on how strong and versatile they are in a variety of situations or what they can do. And S is going to be the best of the best, D is going to be the worst of the worst, but I don't think the support abilities, like there's nothing really that bad. So I'm just going to throw that out there. And I also have this tab for situational, as I feel a few of these are extremely niche and can offer good things in very specific or particular scenarios. So with all that being said, let's get started. Now I'm going to begin with attack boost. To me this is S tier. It's going to increase the vast majority of physical attacks by 33%. It'll also increase your steal percentage as well, and it works very well on things like, ninjas, knights, also the special characters like Orlandeau, Melidel. It'll increase their attacks, so I think attack boost is definitely up there. It's also easily accessible and its JP cost isn't too expensive. Like, I'm not really factoring in those two things, but attack boost is just incredible. I like it a lot. Defend, it's not bad, but there are just better things. Like giving you a one-turn abandon and reflexes isn't entirely bad, but it's just inferior to the rest of the things here. Arcane defense, I'm gonna put this in B. I feel like a lot of the defense up abilities are underrated. Like, you're gonna take less damage from a lot of magic attacks. This includes elemental or geomancy and Iaido and draw out. One of the few things that can actually decrease like those kind of things. So I like that. It also stacks with shell. Like, if this game wasn't so focused on, offense or damage, this would definitely increase in spots or be higher up on the list, but definitely underrated. Like, it's not bad. Like, if there's a lot of mages and if you don't want to lower your faith, this can help you survive. Which takes us to arcane strength. It is up there as well, increasing your magic attack, so it's kind of like the opposite of arcane defense. So you're going to get more on, like I said, Iaido, elemental, and if you love arithmetics, this is like your support ability. Or magic guns, like this right here, will increase your damage with magic guns. This will also increase your damage with physical guns. I forgot to say that. It's one of the few things that can, so I really like these two. Next is Beastmaster. Now this is, you can do some cool things with it, especially if you have like a Tiamat in your party. The Dark Whisper can hit multiple times. A regular Behemoth's Giga Flare is also low-key scary, like the damage things you can do with this ability. Like, because it requires a monster in your party, like, I kind of don't like it, but you can do some really awesome things with it. So again, nothing really bad here. Now, Beast Tongue, like your speechcraft or talk skill, it can work on monsters. Like, if you're not an orator or mediator, like, it's D. Like, I know speechcraft success rate is largely dependent on your MA stat, so having this on a mage can increase your chances ever so slightly, but I guess it helps. Some people think 2 or 3% or 5% is not a game changer, but it can. So, like, yeah, it's not completely bad, just nowhere near as good. So concentration, I'm gonna put this in B. Very overlooked in my opinion. It works around, evasion, like character or job class evasion and shields and cloaks. Like, you can hit those targets, so I like it a lot. And it's from the Archer. One of the better things from the Archer, so I dig it. Double hand, this will increase your weapon damage on, not every single weapon type, but I do think it's solid because, doing more damage is key. I still want to say I prefer concentration, because by the time you get samurai, you're going to see knights, the shields are getting better, you're going to see mantles and cloaks getting better, so I do think concentration is better, but double hands also solid, especially if you don't have two rare weapons, or if you're in the War of the Lions and you can't get this, or have like two chaos blades, you only have one, so double hand will be better in that situation. which we'll just jump to dual wield. So this is like an S tier ability. Being able to strike twice is amazing, and dual wielding Night Swords or two swords, you can gain the benefits of both weapons. And on the PlayStation 1, you can duplicate those are weapons as well. It's not in War of the Lines, unfortunately. I do think it's slightly weaker in that version, but dual wield is just incredible. One of the best support abilities in both versions. More damage, benefits, and duplication on the old game. Love it. Defense boost. Be definitely underrated. It's like Arcane Defense, but for physical attacks. This will stack with Protect, and you can extremely tanky, taking a third less damage. This one gets slept on a lot. Like if you want to make a more fun tank build or you want to play differently, good against a lot of physical attacks. So I think defense boost is solid, definitely overlooked. Brawler, this placement might be controversial. I can't speak. So Brawler, gives you like the attack power of a monk. It's amazing, incredible on a ninja. So they're going to have that passive dual wield. Then Brawler, raise your bravery, and this is so destructive. It's not really that versatile, but man, its damage is insane, so I like it. Now, equip axes. I think axes are one of the worst weapons in the game, in my opinion. Like, you have to rely on RNG, and like, why would you want to equip axes, instead, like, you can just use a regular sword or night sword? Like, it's kind of high risk. Like, axes can do good damage, but you also have the chance for it to do not so great numbers. So, to me, it's D. Maybe it's like the weakest support ability. I don't know. Like, there's that. Equip crossbows as well. Crossbows are one of the worst weapons in the entire game. Like, you can make a pretty gimmicky, high risk early on, like, knight with equip crossbows, I guess, and then try to break stuff. But I mean, if it doesn't land, I don't recommend it. Like, kind of did the crossbow or like the gash graffitis early, you know what I mean? Like, it should be a destructive weapon, I feel, but its damage is just too weak. Now, I think guns are better than crossbows, but I mean, you're still better off not using equipped guns, like the things that can equip guns, like, Balthier, Sky Pirate, Stadios, Machinist, the Order, or Mediator. You're better off using like these attack boost and arcane strength on that character. Like, I mean, you can have fun with equipped guns, like, it's not bad, but you're better off using something that can equip guns and these two support abilities on it, in my opinion. Which leads us to equip heavy armor. I think this is very, very good early on, like in Chapter 1 and some parts of Chapter 2. Like, it's good on monks early on, since they can't equip anything in their helm or hat slot, so you're gonna be enjoying a pretty good HP boost increase. And yeah, just later on it tends to fall off, since heavy armor tends to not give you that many perks or benefits. Like, the only things that do, like Grand Armor, which gives you raise regen, Reflect Mail gives you Reflect, and of course Grand Helm makes you immune to Blind and Sleep. But other than that, having a bit more HP is not going to be as good as, negative status immunity or that increases. So yeah. Equip Katana. I'm going to put it in C. Like, katanas aren't bad weapons. Like, you could give a ninja equip katana and they could do pretty well. But yeah, I think they're just better weapons. I do think they're better than crossbows despite their range, so I do like that. Now, equip polearms. To me, this is going to be in B. It's a bit overlooked, I feel. Put this on something that's very fast, like a ninja thief or a white mage, and you'd have a good character with jump, since the rate at which you come down from jump is based on your speed. And then if you equip a polearm, that's 50% damage increase as well. And yeah, definitely overlooked. Like, that will be better than a Dragoon or a Lancer, since attack boost won't increase jump damage. So I do think equip polearms is probably the best of the equip armor and weapon abilities. So I think it's B. Definitely overlooked. I don't think it's overpowered or incredible, but you can do really, really well with it on characters. I equip shields. I want to put this in D. Like, I mean, early on you can do like parry equip shields on a black mage. I think I could do fun. Like Black Hat gave me that idea, and that guy's awesome. So do you like that as well? But kind of gimmicky. Tank mage, evasion mage. So equip swords. I'm gonna put in C. I think it's nice for characters, you know, that can use sword abilities like, you know, Orlandu or Melidel, who want them to use their things. Like, it'll help them do damage in other jobs since they don't have focus or accumulate from fire. Like, this can help them do other things. So I do like equip swords. It's still not, I think, amazing, but not D, I feel. And then JP boost, I'm gonna put in situational. Like, some people think this is one of the best support abilities, and arguably it is. It really saves you time since you're going to gain 50% more JP, so you're going to unlock abilities, other jobs much faster. So, but it's not really going to help you in combat, like immediately in battle. You know what I mean? So I have this in situational. So if you want to put it at S, that's fine, or lower. I just put it here because it's just going to help you save more time. Like, I don't know. We might not live until tomorrow, so sometimes time is money. So, which leads to XP boost. This is going to increase your XP by 100% or double the amount. I think it's kind of unlocked later, but I mean, this will help you if you're like leveling up and down with the degenerator trap. This will save you a lot of time. It can help lower level characters catch up. But depending on your playstyle, like the higher levels could harm you if you don't know what you're doing with like items and equipment or abilities. So to me, this is just situational. Like, yeah, maybe if they had it on like Cloud as soon as he joins, I might have placed it higher, but to me it's just too specific personally. Have MP, like, reduces MP cost by half. I think this is overlooked, like having half discount, you know what I mean? It's like go to the Hilton Hotel, half off, and enjoy. I think this is really nice on Beowulf, like early on when you get him, because his Spellblade is instant. So I do think it's good in that sense. Like, it's not, I think it's better than like anything in D, but I do like damage increase of the other things. So, but I really like this on Beowulf personally, on the instant or things that can cast really fast. Now re-equip, I'm gonna put this in D. Like, let's just say you forgot to re-equip your character or anything like that. Can be nice to, you know, equip that sword or your armor. So it's not bad, but you know, it's better to have this on than not have it. So yeah. HP boost, 20% increase in HP. Like, I mean, when I was like a 6-year-old kid, I thought HP was everything, but it's really not. So I do prefer the other reaction abilities here. I mean, support. So like attack boost, arcane strength. I prefer the 33% damage increase. That'll be a lot more than a boost to your HP. So it's not bad, but to me, I was a little disappointed in this one. Now, to me, safeguard, I'm going to put it in, this could be situational or B. I'm going to put it in B just because it makes you immune to steel, arts of war, battle skill, unyielding sword, or no, unyielding blade or mighty sword. Got the names mixed up. So like Divine Knights. You think this one is really slept? He can make an invincible character, or female rather, with this thing, and it's just too niche or specific against those three things. So it could be situational. I'm just putting in B. I'll just be a little nice. Yeah. Poach, I'm gonna put in situational just because you can get some really awesome items with it, but it's not really useful against boss fights. You know what I mean? Like, you can get the Chantage Ribbon combo with this. It's like, those are like the best items to poach. So I do like it in situational. It's not going to help you in tough boss fights, but I guess the Luso fight, if you get lucky with the poaches, but I prefer enticing those behemoths myself. Now, swiftness, I'm going to put in A. Let's see if I can move this up there. This list is so long. So this is really good if you want to cast faster, but someone can also argue you can just do arithmetics and you can cast things instantly. So yeah, there's that, but that's kind of game breaking. Like, if you want to play a more, I guess, traditional mage, Like, swiftness is good. This will also help Cloud. Unfortunately, it won't reduce the pastimes of sing, dance, and jump. I feel like it should. This would be S, but like being able to cast faster is always nice, and Cloud's finishing touch build is reliant on this. Even its swiftness, though, his other limits are slow, so I like it in A. I think it's very, very solid. Throw items, I'm going to put it in C. Like, it's good. Like, being able to increase your range at which you can use items. Doesn't really help you vertically, though. Like, if someone gets KO'd at the top of Zeekden, if you're one tile away, you can always just Phoenix down them or something like that. Like, I know Chemist has this passively, but I think it's overlooked. I mean, it can be useful, but I still prefer like a Chemist and then use another support ability myself, but it's handy. Tame, this can be situational or C. I'm gonna put this in C just because, you know, you have to get the monster into criticals. Sometimes it may not happen, but getting an invite from that can be really cool. So I think Tame is awesome. And then last but not least, Vehement. I'm going to put this in A, like debatable in S, since it increases your damage by 50%, and you're going to take 50% more damage as well. So that's debatable, since we have many ways to just avoid damage, you know, with Mana Shield and Mana Font. But I think it's A just because we have that penalty to it. And it's only in War of the Lions, I guess. So I guess I'll factor that in. But this could easily be S or A. So here we have it. This was my Final Fantasy Tactics plus Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions support abilities tier list. You know, let me know what you think, as long as you don't think like, I don't know, Beastmaster is ass. But yeah, here are my placements. And I'm using the War of the Lions names just because fitting both of them is a lot of space. So like, this is 2 swords, this is attack up, magic attack up, martial arts. That's going to be an S. A, swiftness or short charge. Vehement is only War of the Lions, so that's the S and the A tier. B is going to be concentration. That's concentrate, magic defend up, equip spears, 2 hands, maintenance. Those are my B tiers. Situational is going to be gained XP up, gained JP up, secret hunt. My situational, the C, equip heavy armor. This was monster skill, equip guns, equip swords. Throw items, I think this was the same, equip katana. Half used MP, I believe. Okay. Someone correct me on that name. HP boost is only War of the Lions. Tame was train, I believe, on PS1. Defend. This was monster talk, if I'm not mistaken. Equip crossbows, equip axes. Equip shields, re-equip was equip change. So there are all the PS1 names. As always, let me know what you think, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And as always, wishing you the best, and I'll see you all next time.